So, like, today was my first prior auth and my last. So, what had happened was I needed to order a medicine for one of my kiddos. So, what I did was the thing I normally do, which is clicky clack, enter. And then the pharmacy calls me and says, "Hello." I say, "Howdy do." They said, "Your medicine needs a PA." I said, "Well, I have three of them sitting next to me. Should I send one down?" And they said, "Oh no, we need a prior auth." And I said, "For what?" They said, "You need to confirm that you need this medicine." I said, "I did. I clicked enter." They said, "No, we need to just know that you need it." And I said, "You do. That's why we're on the phone." He said, "Well, I know, and you know, and the patient knows, but the insurance company needs to know. So you need to call them." I said, "For what?" He said, "To explain to them why you need it." I said, "Okie dokie, a phone call never hurt me." Fast forward, phone call hurt me because I called the insurance company and I got on the phone with a clinical pharmacy tech support person. No idea if you go to school for that, but that's what the person said they were. No shade if you do or don't go to school, but that's what the title is, and I've never heard that before until today. So I said, "Hello, my friend. I'm just here to tell you I need this medicine." "Thank you." About to hang up, she says, "Hold on. You need to answer some questions for me." I said, "Rad. Love answering questions. My favorite color is," and she says, "Hold on. Have you looked through our preference list?" I kid you not. I said, "I have no idea what that means." She said, "We have alternative medicines to the one that you chose." I said, "Congratulations." She said, "Why are you not picking something off our preference list?" I said, "Because I have no idea what's on your preference list, number one. Number two, I want this one because that's what's best for my patient." She said, "How do you know that's what's best for your patient?" I said, "Because I'm a doctor." She said, "Well then, why didn't you pick one on our preference list?" I said, "Because I'm the doctor. And also, the surgeons want it too. So, like, that's two against one. Not that we're in a fight, Heather, but, like, you're not looking too hot right now. Just through the phone." And then she said, "Well, I'm going to have to run through our preference list with you." I said, "Run wherever you want, Heather." She said, "No, I have to, like, run through them with you." I said, "What?" "I have other patients to see right now. I'm literally working in an emergent situation." And she's like, "Oh, well, do you want this to be approved?" I said, "Heck yeah." She said, "Then you have to run through the preference list with me." I said, "Bombs away." So she starts and she goes through each one. And at the end of it, she's like, "Can you use this one?" And I said, "No." And she's like, "Why not?" And I had to give an explanation for each one. Functionally, I had to explain the anatophysio-pathopharmacology of every single medicine to Heather on the phone. Insurance companies should have gone to medical school. Inefficient. Because what had happened was the story continues, the plot progresses. I told Heather, "Thank you so much for running through all those with me. I had a jiving time. So let me just hang up right now so I can continue my patient care as you finish the rest of this." She says, "Pause." I said, "Hello?" She said, "You need to stay on the line to then talk to someone else." I said, "Talk to whomst?" She said, "You need to talk to a clinical pharmacist support person technician who will then debate with you." I said, "Excusez-moi?" She said, "You have to then talk to someone and explain." I said, "Heather, what have we been doing?" She said, "Oh, I was just taking notes." I said, "Heather, what is happening?" She said, "Please hold." She put someone else on the line. She comes on. She's like, "Hi, why did you choose our preference list items?" I kid you not. I said, "For the reasons that should be typed out in front of you." She says, "Oh, well, dandy dee, dandy do. Let me run through this and see what I can do." She goes through all of it and says, "Are you sure you need this medicine?" I said, "Well, honestly, at this point, you got me. I wanted to go through all the years of my training to hop on this phone call in the middle of an emergent situation to tell you I need this medicine for giggles. Are you giggling? 'Cause I am. Ha 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 ha." All right, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, take care. I said, no, I definitely need this medicine, hence this phone call. She said, well, then why didn't you use something on our preference list? I said, for the 50th time, I need this one. Not just me. It's not about me. This is for my patient, who is your customer. And they said, okay, well, let me see what I can do. Clickety clack, clickety clack. And I got 4 minutes straight, I kid you not, of someone had their microphone way too close to their mouth. And I said, I don't mind. I just need this medicine. So then she comes back and says, I was able to push it through. I said, dandy do. Thank you so much. She says, are you sure this is the one you need? I said, click the button, Heather. Heather number 2, this was. So then, probably Heather in disguise, if I'm being honest. So then she says, it's through. Thank you so much for your business. I said, thank you so much. Take care, child. Jesus loves you. Goodbye. So then I go to the pharmacy and I say, the prior auth is in. I can also send a PA down should you need whatever to make this happen. She said, oh, it seems like the prior auth is invalid. I said, don't say that. What happened? She said, oh, did they tell you it went through? I said, absolutely. She said, strange. Well, it's not going through because maybe they did it incorrectly. I said, are you kidding me? Then they said, is there anything we could do? I said, yes. I will recreate the medicine with my bare hands and chemicals in a lab, should it need to come to that. So all this is to say that if prior authorizations are to become a thing, totally fine with it, as long as it's with someone who's like unbiased. Like, it needs to be an ombuds person who's in charge of all this, who's like not representing the insurance company, not representing the healthcare industry, just like someone who's like, yeah, that makes sense, or nah, that doesn't make sense, because here's the data, like here's the evidence, not just here's the money. Because honestly, if it comes down to it, between your life and $1, the healthcare industry in this country will choose. And that's all the time I have today. I'd like to give a special shout out to Heather for all of her help today. Round of applause to Heather and to me, because I'm never doing that again.